What's up, everybody? What is 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 up, everybody? I was gonna make a song called "What's Up, Everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?" All right, so today we have some crazy stuff going on today, huh? Man, I was like, yesterday we caught the new high on film or on this channel, and I was telling people, I was like, look, it's like it's gonna hit this bottom. I was like, it's make people think it's gonna bottom, and then after that it's gonna go lower, and yeah, I actually had somebody hit me up on Telegram afterwards telling me that thank you for everything that I said, because he was making trades off of what I was saying, and like I guess it worked for him, so I'm glad it worked out for him. But we gotta take a look at what's going on now, because the game is completely shifted for Ethereum, and I think I've made a little bit of a prediction. I'm not gonna go too heavy on it. I probably am gonna go too heavy on it, because I don't think we're done yet. This fall that's happened, don't think we're done yet. So let's shall we take a look at this fall that's been happening and see what's been going on? I think we should. Definitely think we should. So let's head on over to the charts. The charts of love. All right, charts of love, as I like to say. There's some things on here that I don't know why they're. Oh yeah, I left them on here for a specific reason. But anyways, is one thing as I knew, and I called this, that it would get passed. Okay, so first, what I think we should do is find my idea, right? So here is my idea, and how low can you go? And it was right at where basically Ethereum was at the level of at this liquidity level. Actually, it may have just went underneath that. I didn't even realize it. But I was trying to say, hey, it's gonna go underneath this this liquidity level. I don't know if I can expand that. You can't really see it since it's right on it, and I can't really go back, move back and forth like you would normally. But I was saying it's gonna go below this liquidity level, right, and then pull up, and then pull back down, right? That's what I was trying to say. Well, it did do that, right? Pulled up in here. Let me go find that again, and go down to the comments. I think I may have made another comment. Yep, see? So it would go down below it, pull back up, right? And then go down again, right? And then probably pull up, go down again, probably pull up and go down again. And I think because the reason is there's another liquidity level, just like there was that it just got below, and it's down below here, right? And if we pull a fib from I know you probably can't see it because it's behind my head. Let me move my head a little bit. We pull a fib from the all the way down to here to all the way up here. Right here. I'm gonna do it right now, actually on the chart. Let's just get on the chart and do it. So what I think is gonna happen, right? Is I think let me get out this fib situation here. All right, so we got a fib, right? We got the lowest of the low. Let's just take the lowest of the low. If I can get it to be the lowest of the low. We watched the Conor McGregor fight on Saturday, by the way. Did anybody else watch it? Man, that was an awesome fight. I didn't expect Conor McGregor to get knocked out like that. That was just so amazing. God, I don't know if I can get here. You know what? Let me just establish it first, and then I'll come back and fix it later. So, got it here, and then we got this up here. For some reason, it got the high like right on the first try. It didn't get the low on the first try though. So let's try to figure out this low thing going on. All right, now we got the low. Now, you guys always know I always talk about the 70.5% retracement, right? Now, it has hit, right? It did fall below this liquidity point. This is what I was calling for. I call it the equal low here, right? That would be a liquidity point, right? So everybody to this would be a safe area of support. I always get my words mixed up. This would be a safe area of support, right? So since that would be a safe area of support, everybody's trying to probably place their buys there, right? And so since everybody's probably trying to place their buys there, what is smart money going to do? It's going to go through it. And it didn't go through it hardly nearly as much as I thought it would. I mean, what is the low here on this low here is on 1302. 1302 is the low, and then what do we get the low here? 12.95. $7? A $7 difference of a low? That's not that much. That's not that much at all. That's really not taking liquidity. I mean, I guess it reached into the liquidity pool, but you know what? Okay, I kind of get it, because the people that have the sell stops that are thinking as soon as it gets below this, it's gonna like sell forever, right? It definitely took all those people out. And maybe liquidity probably saw that there was probably more people that had sell stops triggered, right? The market can know these things, right? And the larger institutions and things like that, they can know these things, right? So whenever something gets triggered, right, like a sell stop or something like that, whenever it gets triggered, the market will be able to know. And so maybe that's what caused it to just kind of stop and go back the opposite way. Because I honestly thought I was going to get a lot lower. Now, what I was doing is I was selling right around in here, right? Because I honestly thought it was just going to sell through. I always almost feel that was going to be like, it was probably going to be a sell stop. But instead, what I did is I got a pretty good portion of, of profit. The thing is that when I sold, okay, so what happened, and I didn't realize it, is that I sold probably right, or here, I'll even get you the numbers. I'm not even gonna lie. That 1313. I sold at 13.13. I sold right here. Well, if that didn't work at all now, did it? Well, what was the actual number? 13.13.55. Here, let me just keep it out for a second. 13.13.55. Was it 13? Yeah, 13.13.55. I was gonna say it was that. No, I almost had it close enough. Anyways, here, we'll just do this. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. If that was loud for anybody, I apologize. I have a new sponsor today, by the way. So my sponsor today is Mountain Dew Kickstart. They have been supporting me since they've been supporting me for a while because well, I'm not gonna say where I work, but let's just say it has something to do with this company. But anyways, all right, it broke this low, right? Boom, takes off, makes everybody thinks it's gonna buy, right? Now look at it. I was waiting to see if it was gonna break a high. It didn't. I mean, it kind of broke an intermediate high, but I think what it did is I think it hit this bearish breaker right here just now. Right? And now it's selling. And now I think it's going to sell off until 11.75. I'm not even kidding. Here, let me edit. I'm going to actually edit the headline of my video in case people see it. There, had to change time on my video. It's an Ethereum FUD, but it's going to 11.75. I know, I think it's going to 11.75. Okay, so why is it going to 11.75? Let's talk about that. First, I want to get my Ethereum out. I'm trying to see if I want to sell. Because I think I do. I think what's going to happen here, let me explain. Like I said, you had this level of liquidity. Boom, it got past that. Boom, it shot up, right? Shot up, it entices buyers. It's enticing all the buyers. Everybody thinks it's going to go up. What it do? Hit a bearish order block in the 5-minute. Starts falling, right? Now, didn't make any equal lows here. I was surprised about that. I thought it would kind of make boom, you know, like a boom equal low almost. That way it would give like a good reason for it to fall. But it didn't. Instead, it kind of just made one big spike down, made another spike, right? Now, again, I said if you pull a fib for the whole entire wave that went up, right, to the all-time high, right? And I knew it was going to get into the all-time high because I was watching all the liquidity points from over here getting smashed. I mean, it just shot up yesterday. It was crazy. I just hit buy. I didn't even know it was happening. I just hit buy. And like next thing I know, I was up 200 and something pips. And I was like, that's enough for me. Boom, close. But when I hit close, I was like right at the all-time high. And I mean, it barely got above that. So, well, actually, it got a little bit above it, a little bit more normal. What was the all-time high before that? Right around here, 1440, something like that is what it was. And now the new all-time high is 1480. There you go. Let's actually get a good line here. Find out what the new all-time high is. Well, oh, it wants to do this thing where it just takes it and doesn't do anything. There we go. All right, so that all-time high is 1480. Man, right on the dot, 1480. Right on the dot. Okay. So, again, I know I keep going off on these tangents and I keep getting distracted. So, right, it breaks below this liquidity point, right? So everybody thinks this is a safe support level, right? It breaks through it, triggers the sell stops, pulls back up, takes out all the sell stop people, right? Now the thing is that all the people that were actually buying, right, may have had a really short stop loss. It may have taken some of those out, but people were probably smart enough to at least put like a $10, $20 stop loss, right? That's what I usually do, especially with Ethereum. Ethereum can, like I said, whenever I sold like way down here at 1313, which I don't know where that line went, actually. I'm going to put another line up where I sold. Because it was 1313. .55. And then I got out. I think it was at the very bottom of this. I got out very, very luckily at the very bottom, and I think 1307.44. So I got a little bit above it. $1307.44. So that was a good 60 pips. I mean, and that's just one of the trades I made. I mean, that was just one of the trades I made today. That's just showing today. If I go back and the ones I made this morning. Oh, sorry. I keep getting sidetracked and I want to show you things. Let's go back to actually what is going on with the trade, right? So, why I think it's going to go down to 1175, right? Why I think it's going to go, I don't think it's going to get, oh, yeah, of course. It's got the magnet on, so it's going to do this. So I think it's going to get down into this box, right? Right. I think it's going to get down into this box right here. And the reason I think it's going to get down to this box, right? We already hit one liquidity level point, right? We pulled up. We're enticing the buyers. We're enticing the buyers. Now, guess what? Now we're selling. We are selling. Now, a lot of people are thinking it's going to sell, right? Probably hit something in here in this, you know, kind of consolidation area almost. And we probably will. We probably will have something in consolidation, and it might bounce back up. And then it's going to go down after that, right? My phone is ringing, and I don't like when my phone rings whenever I'm doing stuff. These people, yesterday, like somebody rang my doorbell. It's like I don't get it. Like, this is what I do. I do this all the time. Everybody knows I do this all the time. I don't know why people try to contact me. It gets annoying. It really gets annoying. Anyway, so it's starting to fall. And he probably heard me say it. He's probably watching me actually right now, and that's probably why he's calling. And he's like, "Hey, bro, you're acting like an idiot. Nobody cares about what you're talking about." Guess what, Mike? I don't care either. Yeah, I called you out, bro. Bro. No, I love you, Mike. You know I do. But come on, man. Don't call me in the middle of this. Anyways, it's falling, right? Or it's starting to fall, right? Now, the reason I think it's going to get passed down here is because we have another one of these levels, right? We have a level where it hits, comes back, hits, and then boom, you go up, right? We kind of have another one of these levels, right? You kind of have an equal low here, right? And almost an equal low, come back up, and then you come back down, and then boom, you have another equal low, right? So to me, this right here looks like an area. Doesn't that look like an area to you, where it would be like almost an equal lows? Now, if this would have come back down and hit it, I would say yes for sure. That is definitely an equal low area, and we're definitely set to ride and roll. But instead, it's, you know, we're looking at, you know, two equal lows over here, and then one equal low over here, right? So, I think seeing that is what is going to propel us into down even further into here, right? Plus, we're not done with the FUD, right? You know, the institutions are just they're way too involved right now. They're gonna want people to sell all of their coins, right? So that way they can buy them back up at a way cheaper price. So I think it came up, right? Let me see here. And plus, you know, like I say, anywhere between the 62 and the 79 is the golden zone to purchase, right? That's the golden zone to purchase, right? So, since the 62 is here, but we haven't yet hit the liquidity point, it's going to get below the liquidity point to get into the area to where you want to buy. Now, the thing is that 71 is just below that liquidity point, which is perfect. You know, if you know me, I always talk about the 70.1 level as being the liquidity point to watch out for, or not liquidity point, but to being the buyback point to watch out for. You'll have to excuse me. I am a chain smoker and I smoke a lot on my channel. Anyways, last night we had quite a few people on, and they were asking really good questions, and I really enjoyed them. I hope they come back tonight. I'll be doing this quite a bit, and I just want to see if it's gonna fall where I hope it's gonna fall to. Now, it may not fall all the way there tonight, you know, it may take a couple days for it to get there. What I'm thinking now is, let me take a look and see what's going on with it, because I got this on the 5-minute, right? Now here's the thing. Okay, so here's also what I want to do is I want to show you this too. So if we were to let's get rid of this fib, right? Let's say this fib does not exist, right? And let's say we take this fib, we take a new fib, and we start it right here, right? And we go all the way to the top. Well, it didn't get to the top, but there we go. Oh man, it did hit the 70.5. Oh, I don't know. It may have hit the strike zone. But then again, I just don't like that there's another level of liquidity down here that it could get down to. I really don't. I think this is a fake out, because there was another level, there was another 70.5 buy level in here somewhere too, whenever it fell and came back and hit it, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect buy level, and then it like went up a little bit, and then boom, it went back down. Here, I want to try to find that. Oh, I know where it's at, because I put the arrows right where I said I wanted, because I said I'm not gonna buy just yet. I said I'm not gonna buy just yet, just because I want was it right here? Hold on. Because this was it. This was the 70.5 point, or right around the 70.5 point. So I think it was here. So I think it was taking this right here, right, and going all the way to the top. Yeah, and as they're falling down, boom, this hits the 70.5, right? And I was thinking about buying then, because I was like, because okay, right here we have a liquidity point right here. So this is setting us up for coming back and creating a brand new high. Is what this is setting us up. Maybe not a brand new high because this thing is here, but at least it's going to break this level. And why? Because we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4 hits almost on the exact same area. So there's a huge liquidity level right here. And what that means, it means that anytime, or the next time price comes near it, what it's probably going to do is probably going to come near it and then pull back a little bit and then go boom, straight through it. Because there's going to be so many sellers in this area that the buyers are just going to take over, right? Everybody's going to want to sell, but the buyers know that. And so the buyers are just going to go, well, I'm just going to buy, you know, and match your sell and keep going, right? And then the sellers are going to keep going, right, all the way up until here, maybe even up until here, because they're going to want to catch a bounce, and the buyers may want to stop around there or something like that. I don't know, you know, but I think this is where I was trying to call. No, this wasn't it. maybe it was this. Because even if you pull this all the way down to here, oh, didn't mean to pull that down. This still comes down to 70.5 even. Almost even. Right? So this would have been a good buy. But what I said when I promoted this idea was I said I want it to get above an intermediate high, right? Before I will buy. I want to get it above an intermediate high, because in here I was actually buying, right, and then I didn't selling. I was scalping in these areas. Well, at least from this point on. So I think it was only twice. I think I scalped from here to here. I think I scalped from here to here. And the funny thing was I actually bought like right here, and it fell, and I was like, oh crap, it's not going to come back. And it did come back, and it saved me, and I sold. And I was wanting to hold on because I thought we were going to go all the way through, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to sell anyway, just in case. And I sold. I'm glad I did, because if not, I would have been in a world of hurt. So since it didn't get above that area, right, the area that I wanted it to, right, then it just started falling. Started falling, and then it hit the 1, right? So now it's at a level to where everybody's expecting it to be. That's the thing. Everybody's is expecting it to be at this level, at this. Everybody's expecting this to be support. This is not going to be support, right? It's going to fall through this. There's way too many buyers that have gotten to this that have made money all the way up to here, and they're holding on to it because they think they think it's gonna keep going. They think they've hit support, and that support is not gonna be broken, because support can't be broken to people, you know, like that. You can't get that out of their heads, right? You can't get that out of their heads that support cannot be broken, right? But I digress. Support can be broken, and it will be broken. The thing is that we look even closer to what's happened here. This did not break this high, right? Instead, you have one green candle, right? Goes up, then you have 2 red candles down, kind of a wick candle, and then boom, it just goes down after that, right? So I think this is your bearish order block, because once it returned to that area, right, and it came up, and it looks like it got to the body of it. So here, let's do a horizontal line, and let's do the so just a little bit above the body of it, so which is interesting. So, and after that, boom, it fell. Right now, it's trying to work its way back up. But the thing is, I don't think it will. The reason being is that now, let's get into the 1 minute of it. Let's get into the nit grit of things here now. Right, so that 5-minute candle that went whoop right up, it has a little red candle in here. Whoop, it turned around, went back down, and then came right back up. So this right here, the bottom of this candle is actually a bearish order block as well. Not the red candle, the green candle. There we go. As you can see, as soon as it went below it, these came up and touched it, boom, fell. These guys coming up to it, look, the wicks. They're wicking it. Wick hit it, fell. We're going to keep seeing things like this, right? We're going to keep seeing green candles that act like that. When, like, once it falls, it comes back up. We're going to see, and it falls again. We're going to see those green candles. They have, you know, those, the order blocks to them after it falls or whatever. And then it's going to go up to those and then just fall after that. So that's what I think is going to happen to Ethereum. Like I said, I was thinking about selling, but I don't really see a need to sell right now. I think it's in a battle, but I think eventually it will sell off. But now that we know the schematics and now that we know everything basically behind what is going on with Ethereum, I think we can head to Bitcoin for a minute. I mean, just look at that. Boom, hits the bottom. You draw a line straight from the bottom. What does it do? It hits those exactly. That's just, that to me just says false alarm. That's just false alarm so bad. I mean, we had the one, well, we had the one candle that wicked through it, and that was it. After that, I think we're gonna see it go boom, straight down. I moved something I didn't want to move. So don't think it's gonna be it. I mean, and I moved fibs all around trying to figure out where this thing could go. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So if I moved it here, the 70.5, well, it actually nailed the 70.5, but the thing about that is that it's just below where the level of liquidity is. But then again, I think that was there just to entice buyers, right? Because it did get the buyers all the way up until a bearish breaker that you could find on the 1 minute clock, or the 5 minute clock, I meant. This is a good thing. Then oh, yeah, we'll see it fall maybe. It'd fall, hopefully it'll fall soon. Okay. As you can see, got a little bit of a wick candle there. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Got a little bit of a wick candle there. Pull back up. Now we're getting the volume candle here out of this this bearish candle. I think we're gonna see a lot more pull down here on this, right? So now let's head over to a different chart and let's see what Bitcoin is doing. So here's a 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, right? The new all-time high right here. Laying around, it's almost 42,000. I want to say it is maybe 42,000. I think it depends on which exchange you're on. Do what I want. I don't want anything. Oh, yeah. So I wanted. Sorry. Doom got a vertical line going across there, right? So now, what is happening with Bitcoin? I think that is the question to be answered. Let me think. Let me think about this one for a second, because it looks like institutions definitely got a hold of it. Made some moves. Made some moves here. I'm not sure. So, good question, good question, good question. But the thing is that I do see that there is bullishness coming out of Bitcoin right here, right? So after the fall, right? It doesn't make really equal lows at all, which is a good thing. I'm gonna put my phone on Ethereum for one. Look, it is on Ethereum. Okay. And I'm gonna put it on charge for two. Right. So now for looking at candlestick patterns here, right? Even though this one has a little bit of a wick, I'm not too sure if I'd be worried about that on a 4-hour candlestick pattern. You have two, right? Two down and then two up. Two up. This is basically one. This is basically like a Maribozu candle, right? There is no hardly any wick at all. So this is like one big giant candle. So since this is like one big giant candle, I would consider this just one big giant candle, right? And so with one big giant candle, generally the price is going in that direction. So at least maybe not short. Well, I would say at least short term, but maybe not a whole lot long term. Bitcoin is also kind of up in the air with the SEC and things like that, and we can never manage a risk properly, which is absolutely outstandingly ridiculous. Just like Bitcoin had to do Bitcoin US, or not Bitcoin, sorry, Binance. Like Binance had to do Binance US just because there were certain things in Binance that US traders couldn't do or weren't allowed to do. So, because our rules are a lot different, which makes absolutely no sense. I need to move to a different country to trade, that's for sure. So, now that we see these bearish candles, another bearish candle, but then again, you also have these two, or sorry, bullish candles, I mean. But now you have these two bearish candles, right? And these are almost Maribozu candles as well. There's almost no no wicks in between them. It's almost like just one big candle down. The good thing is that it doesn't actually break the plane of, well, maybe it does. Look at it like with one eye here. It's about almost equal. Where it bounces down, it pulls up where the volume is, where the volume of the candle is almost exactly at like where the two candles are split. And this is on the 4-hour chart. So now that we know where it's at on the 4-hour chart, let's dig in on the 1 hour. Man, I wish I had some more answers for Bitcoin, but I really don't. Hey, what's up, Conscious Vegan? Good to see that you are back, my friend. Trying to figure out what's going on with Bitcoin and see if I can't figure out where a good place to enter in at. Because I do believe this is going to be well, even though some of it may look bearish, I think overall it is bullish. I'm trying to find a good place to enter. It looks like right here at the 150 level, right at oops, and down. It's right at a high. So the confluence of that makes me think something could happen, right? Oops, hit the wrong button. All I did was just hide Google Chrome from myself. So at the 150%, it's like directly at the high for, you know, this intermediate high, right? In the 100%, it looks like you're getting into the meat of these this smart money reversal here that happened at the 1 hour. The 1 hour chart, it just sit there forever. Wow, that's amazing. Going back and forth, getting a lot of scalping, I guess, and then boom, fell. Right. So again, the 150 being right there at two equal highs. Look at that, two equal highs. So it comes up, makes a high, falls, comes back, makes another equal high. This is the, all right, now we're going somewhere. All right, now we're getting somewhere. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to do. All right, I'm gonna take these arrows off. I think I did that for speculation only. Right. Hold on, checking on some things here, making sure things are doing okay. Right. So, thing is that if this was down here, right? It really didn't get down to the golden zone, right? Up here, we're still not at the golden zone, so I still think Bitcoin has a little bit of a chance. I don't know. I think right now where we're at is like almost the perfect area. Not the perfect area, but the perfect area to get above these highs right here, right? Because it's exactly at the 150%. So I think we're going to end up keep falling, right? Not falling, it may pull up a little bit, but then fall back down again, right? I think we probably could see somewhere around whatever that 70.5 is, which is around 30,548 there, somewhere around there. 30 or 30,550, something like that. I think once we get around there, we're gonna see some good things happen. Well, I'm checking my phone because I'm currently in a trade. Didn't realize I was currently in a trade, but I am currently in a trade. And it's in Ethereum. And I'm going to sell. And my entry price was 1362.49. It did fall. The thing was, and it got down to about, well, the thing was, is it got down to about my spread. So about, I don't know, I feel like it should have fell further than that. It came up. Right, hit this bearish order block, came down, wicked up. Right, so there was something over here that caused it to wick up. That's that's what's interesting. So now what we're just wanting it to do, and what I think, and I know it's gonna do, is it's gonna keep going downwards. I mean, it's made a new candle that was already red. That doesn't say anything. I don't know what to tell you, because I don't think it's gonna wick up, right? It could. Definitely could wick up, but I don't think it's going to wick up. It probably jumped out of a little bit early. I like scalping. I'm a scalper, so I just scalped 9 pips. So that puts me at 30, 30, 60, 30, 30, and I got 60, so 120. About 100, 129, 130. So I'm at about 130 pips scalp today. Actually, it was probably a good thing that I got let go of it there. Gut feelings, man. See, you gotta use your gut when you trade. Gotta use your gut when you trade. Now, anything I say or anything I do on this channel is not financial advice. I am not a broker, right? I am not a financial advisor. I am not licensed to do any of those things. Everything I say or do it has to do with my experience and my opinions only, right? Do not take anything I say as financial advice, please. I beg of you. I hope you guys like that I dressed up for you. Did you guys notice I dressed up for you?